versus Darren Roseman, 241064. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Corey Westmoreland appearing on behalf of Mr. Rosemond. Mr. Rosemond, would you please state your name for the record?
Folks, hold on. All right, Dave, can you please hit unmute? I'm sorry.
That one. And then here.
Your name's here? Your name, sir?
Dan Rose.
All right, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, we are prepared to waive a formal reading and my client stands mute.
The court will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purpose of the arraignment, schedule this matter for pre-trial on August 7th. Okay, at 11:15 a.m. Okay, and counsel, as to bond.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like you to know that Mr. Rosemond is not currently on probation or parole. He has no matters at this time. After speaking with him at length, he did assure me that he would be appearing at all future court dates. He currently is residing in River Rouge. Judge, I would additionally like you to know that he does collect disability, so he is on a very, very limited income. I just ask that all that be taken into account when assessing a bond on behalf of the brother.
Okay, and sir, how long have you lived in River Rouge?
Like 7 years.
Okay, well, why do we still have you in Detroit? Why does your address still state that you live in Detroit?
I was in Detroit, but my grandmother moved.
Do you have any address in River Rouge, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, if you were to test today, what's in your system? If you were to test today, what is in your system?
Oh, nothing.
All right. Based upon the allegations in the report, sir, there's some concerns for your safety, quite frankly. So here's what the court's going to do. The court's going to order a $7,500 personal bond. You're not to be released without a GPS and alcohol tether through Wayne County Jail. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed.
Okay.
She's got one more.
The court will note house arrest on the GPS tether.
Where's Mr. He's at 12. Is it the rain? You all set?
I think so. I should be.
Okay, you're all set. We'll see you back on August 7th. All right, and we are on the record matter of the city of Wyandotte versus John Garrett, 241076.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Corey Westmoreland appearing on behalf of Mr. Garrett. At this time, Your Honor, we are prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands mute.
Thank you, Mr. Garrett. Good morning. It's unfortunate that I'm seeing you like this. And your name for the record, please.
John Garrett.
Your name for the record, please.
I'm sorry?
Your name for the record.
I'm sorry, I can't hear her, guys. Brady. Yeah. I'm sorry, Your Honor, I couldn't hear you.
Your name for the record, please.
John Garrett.
All right, and counsel asks the arraignment, the court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. Schedule this matter for a pretrial on August 7th.
11:15.
At 11:15 a.m. And as to bond counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to know that Mr. Garrett currently, he's supposed to start work today. He's not currently on probation or parole. He has no other pending matters out of any other jurisdiction. After speaking with him, he did assure me that he would be appearing at all future court dates. So I would just ask that all that be taken into account when assessing a bond on behalf of Mr. Garrett.
Okay, Mr. Garrett, where is it that you're starting work?
It is for canvassing for Biden, a company called CDC LLC in Wayne.
I'm sorry, it's called what?
CDC LLC.
And what are you going to be doing here?
What's that?
What are you going to be doing here?
I'm gonna be canvassing, so I go door to door and I believe it's for Democrats. And I hand them out pamphlets and keep them up to date on things. And they take me around in a little van, drop me off, and I do my round. It's $19 an hour. I've been homeless since March 4th, so it's kind of a big deal for me.
Why have you been homeless since March 4th?
I'm sorry?
Why have you been homeless since March 4th?
Well, I was evicted by my sister, and when they evicted me, I was taken in to do my time for my warrants and get all that taken care of when I got out of jail. My sister had renovated the house, thrown everything out, had owned, and changed the locks, and I almost got arrested just for going there. I didn't know. They thought I was trespassing, so ever since then I've been wandering, trying to get my life together. But I do have a prescription for what I was just arrested for, so. Sure. I actually, I took everything that I learned from you and your program, and I went to the first thing I did was went to the guidance center, got a therapist, got a caseworker, a psychiatrist. He's the one who prescribed the Klonopin that I had on me, Dr. Zach, and I've been eating at this shelter in Taylor, and I just sleep wherever I can, but I'm really close to getting my disability, and I got this job, so I'm hoping that I can get off the street.
So where do you stay on a regular basis, Mr. Garrett?
The grass, wherever I can find. I had a blanket. I really, I don't have nowhere to sleep, so. I was actually, I started this job today, so I wanted to sleep inside for once. So, I had been invited to somebody's house who didn't answer their door. And when I went up to the door, my phone was dead, so I was out looking for a charger to charge my phone to call them. That's when I got arrested.
We're not getting into the facts of the case. So, well, here's the thing, right? You don't have a place that we can find you if you don't show up to court. If you were to test right now, Mr. Garrett, what's in your system?
Nothing.
Not even your prescription medication?
My prescription medication. Marijuana.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to order a $7,500 personal bond. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. And you cannot be released without GPS tether to the Wayne County Jail. No house arrest.
When I'm going, I'm on a tether? Okay, yeah, I got you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir, you're going to have a tether. Because we don't know where to find you if you don't show up. And history says it takes you a little longer to handle your warrants than typical. So we're gonna make sure that we have all that information, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Great, have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. And then do we have Mr. Rolf Paul next?
That's your plan.
Okay. And so we are going to be on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Braden Threlfall, 241074. And Detective, your name for the record, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Detective Joseph Carr, Wyandotte Police Department.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony you're about to give this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so we need to amend the last name spelling. How do we spell it?
That's correct, Your Honor. It's THRELFALL. It looks like they forgot the L, the first L there.
Okay, on the complaint warrant?
On both, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, all right, because we have his name spelled correctly on the ROA here. All right, and so counsel, I'm sorry, Detective, you may proceed on the warrant.
Your Honor, July 28th, about 3 a.m., Officer Adam Grote reported he observed a black Dodge Durango in the area of 4th Street in Davis. Officer Grote reported the vehicle was observed heavily swerving, nearly striking a curb, and traveling at a reckless speed with estimated speeds of in excess of 70 miles an hour. Officer Grote was able to catch up to the vehicle where a traffic stop was initiated in the area of 4th Street and LeBlanc and Lincoln Park. Officer Grote then made contact with the driver, later identified as defendant Braden Threlfall. Officer Grote reported that upon his initial contact with the defendant, he detected a strong odor of intoxicants coming from him, in addition to what appeared to be powder or crack cocaine on the center console, the front seat passenger seat, and on the defendant himself. Defendant was asked to submit to a series of standard field sobriety tests, at which time he failed. The defendant was also submitted to a preliminary breath test with a result of 0.17 BAC. The defendant was then advised he was under arrest for OWI, where he was cuffed and detained in a rear patrol car. During an inventory search of the vehicle, officers recovered a small glass jar containing the suspected cocaine, where it was field tested with a positive result as being cocaine. Officers also discovered an open container of whiskey under the driver's seat of the vehicle. Per Lean SOS, the defendant has a prior alcohol conviction in 2021. And once at the station, the defendant agreed to a breath test with a BAC result of 0.21 at 4:09 a.m.
All right, upon examination of pleading witness, I find that a crime was committed, a probable cause exists that to believe defendant committed the offenses. And counsel, good morning, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Judge. Attorney Corey Westmoreland, appearing on behalf of Mr. Threlfall. At this time, Judge, we are prepared to waive a formal reading. My client stands muted.
Thank you. And Mr. Threlfall, your name for the record, please.
Braden Threlfall, Braden Richard Threlfall.
Okay. And the court will, if you said waive the formal reading, correct?
Can you repeat that, Your Honor?
Counsel, you said this, you indicated you were going to waive the formal reading?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay. The court will waive the formal reading. Sir, you have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford one, the court can appoint you to represent you. In fact, you had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today. Is that correct?
Yes, I think.
Sir, can you hear me?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well, Your Honor.
Okay. Sir, you understand? Can you hear me better?
Can you hear her? It's kind of, it's very echoey. It's very hard to hear you, Your Honor. My apologies.
Okay, I'm not sure how to fix that. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
All right, you understand that you do have the right to have an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, the court will appoint one to represent you. Do you understand that?
yeah, yes, Your Honor.
And you've had an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
You also have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have a trial by a judge or by a jury. And you also have the right to remain silent. Anything you say orally or in writing may be used against you in court. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court's going to enter a plea of not guilty to EF. Schedule this matter for probable cause conference on August 8th at 9:15 a.m. Okay, and to bond counsel.
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to know that Mr. Thrillfall currently is employed at Secret Recipes located in Taylor. He's not currently on probation or parole. After speaking with him at length this morning, he did assure me he would be appearing at all future court dates. He's never failed to appear for any reason whatsoever in court. Judge, I would like you to know he does have one prior drinking and driving offense. Judge, I'd ask that all that be taken into account when assessing a bond on behalf of my client. In addition, he is gainfully employed. However, between his bills and his child support payments, he has somewhat fallen on hard times at this time.
All right. Well, so Mr. Throwfall, you've been working at the restaurant.
I've been there for around 2.5 years, Your Honor.
And if you were to test today, what's in your system?
If I was tested today,
Yes.
marijuana and cocaine, I would say.
Okay. And do you have a valid prescription for marijuana, sir?
No, I had a card a while ago and I just never renewed it. I just haven't had the need to because it's recreationally legal, so.
Okay. And sir, are you out on bond in any other jurisdiction?
No, ma'am. I mean, no, Your Honor, my apologies.
Are you're on probation or parole, correct?
What'd you ask? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Are you on probation or parole anymore, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And Detective, would you like to address bond?
Your Honor, just considering the nature of the offense reported, I'd recommend $1,000 cash bond. And if the court would address some type of a monitoring device regarding the defendant's alcohol consumption, Your Honor.
All right. And sir, you pay child support, you stated. How old's your child?
My daughter's 6.
Okay. And so that's paid through the court? There's a court order for that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And you have regular parenting time with your child?
Yeah, it's every Sunday, but it's amenable depending on what she asks for. So if she's okay with it, I'll take her sometimes from Monday to Thursday, sometimes from just Sunday to Monday. It's amenable by our own agreement, Your Honor.
Does your limited parent time have anything to do with any alcohol or substance use, sir?
Me living with my parents, does that have anything to do with it?
Does the limited time you have with your child have anything to do with any potential treatment that you should probably be seeking, or no?
No, I wouldn't say so. Like, are you saying that the amount that I see my daughter is? I don't quite understand the question, if you want me to be honest.
Okay, I'm just wondering, sir, if you've had a history of, alcohol or substance use, and that's one of the reasons why you have limited parenting time.
No, I have limited parenting time because of the other parent in question.
Because of what?
The other parent in question.
Oh, okay. All right, so here's what the court's going to do. Based upon the nature of the charges, based upon the, court wanting to protect the safety of the public and ensuring that Mr. Threlfall is going to be returning to court and complying with this court's conditions of bond, this court's going to order a $10,000, 10% bond, alcohol tether, which, sir, I will allow you to obtain through EMS tether, but you don't leave without having that tether, okay? So that means that they'll come here. It's an additional, I think, $190 that would have to be paid in addition to your bond. Yes, upfront. The court's going to also order that you are to participate in random testing and that you're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs that are not prescribed. So while I understand that marijuana is recreational, so is alcohol. You cannot use either of those, sir, without a valid prescription. And clearly,
Understood.
any other controlled substance you can't use anyway. All right, well, actually, any other illegal substance you cannot use anyway. Any controlled substance you cannot use without a valid prescription. Okay? Any questions?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you. All right, have a good day.
Thank you. You as well, Your Honor.
Thank you.